Okay, good day guys. On this video I want to let you know that in every way price moves, there's something responsible for price moving that way. And for price to move, it has where it's going to and it has where it is coming from. If you can and if you can clearly see these things on higher time frame. For example, let me start from daily time frame down to show you everything that is happening. So if you look on this place, if you look on this place here was a daily order block. So after price reacted to this order block here that broke this structure, you should know the next thing I knew was that price was coming to this point. I'm not a swing trader, so if I caught this entry at this point, I would have left it knowing full well that it's going to come to this supply block before it reacts down again. So after you have seen this now, there's sorry. So now we knew that this is destination of price. Maybe if we're at this point, then we got to a certain level again. We saw at this point price swept liquidity here, giving more confirmation that price is still heading top to this point. But that is not the main thing I want to show you on this video. What I want to really show you is that price moves because of something. In price don't just move. So if you look closely, after price has, if you are asking why did price create this week here, it created this week here because there were much sell limit here. That traders, big traders has set their limit here. So when the buy traders that buy got to this point, the price, the limit, the sellers were beating the buyers. That is what caused this week here. So another confirmation to see that price will go down an engulfing candle. This black candle now that has gone, that has engulfed this green candle shows that yes, we are going to go bullish for some time. Now we have seen what caused this price to reject this zone. Now if you go down to the lower time frame, let's say 4 hours, and check the movement of price on this place. Now if you look at this place, you might be thinking why the price, okay, let me use this thing, why the price come up again. For one thing you should know is that before price move, it must sweep liquidity. So this candle here being a liquidity, price need to sweep it to come down. Price sweep liquidity to liquidity. After I sweep the top liquidity, it goes down, sweep down liquidity, comes up, sweep up liquidity, comes down, sweep down liquidity. That is how price moves. So after price has rejected this area, the liquidity was on, price swept it. Now after price swept it, okay, let me use let me draw an arrow to be pointing. Okay, so after price swept this liquidity, it went down, it swept this liquidity here. If you can look, there's liquidity here. It swept it to the downside, swept this one to the downside. That's price move to where liquidity is to sweep it. Then if you can look, this green candle, the black one swept the top. After sweeping down, it sweeps up. Now this black candle, before I scroll down, you'll see it to go and sweep another liquidity. Now let's watch. price did not stop here. Why? Because it has already swept this liquidity, so it kept moving till it swept this liquidity here. So till it swept this liquidity, this one, so this liquidity here, it swept it. Now after it has swept this down liquidity, it will go up again to sweep the top liquidity. And if you look closely here, there's liquidity. Look at this liquidity here, this double top. This double top is liquidity. Any double top, double bottom is liquidity. So when price and spotted this liquidity, price came up, swept the top liquidity and came down, swept this down liquidity. So that's how price work. And if you look at how I took this entry, let me explain to you how sorry let me explain how I took this entry. After seeing that price has come down and swept this liquidity, definitely price will look for liquidity up to sweep. And on the 4 hour you might not be seeing liquidity, but if you go to the lower time frame, let's say 1 hour time frame, you'll see that, okay, let's check the 15 minutes. As you can see, this will be a liquidity here at price. That's why I put my take profit here, for it to sweep this liquidity before, or it might not go straight there. It might come down, sweep this liquidity here before it goes up, sweep this available liquidity here to tap to my supply block. Now let's go back to the 4 hour time frame. So after price has swept the down liquidity, I'm expecting price to come up and sweep the top liquidity. Okay, I said I'm going to explain how I took this entry. Let's see the 15. I took it on the 15-minute time frame. Okay. Now, as you can see, after price swept this liquidity over here, this one green candle over here, it has swept the liquidity, no available liquidity for it to sweep again. It had to engineer liquidity. Now after it came up, it engineered this liquidity here. Me knowing full well that this is an engineered liquidity, I know it will come sweep it, and before it comes to take the top liquidity. So I saw this as my liquidity, then set this as my entry, and as you can see, price took it and swept the available liquidity and created another liquidity. Look at this engineered liquidity that price will later come to sweep. So as you can see, let me draw it. As you can see, this is a trend line liquidity. This is a trend line liquidity. So definitely price is going to come down, sweep all of them here, tap me in before price goes up. So as you can see, as it has swept the top liquidity, to come down, sweep down liquidity, sweep up liquidity. So that's what makes price move in a zigzag manner. Even if, let's, for example, an uptrend, if you look, after this trend happened, it has created a liquidity already. So it sweeps it sweeps the liquidity, tap into your order block, and this high being a liquidity, it sweeps it then sweep the trend line liquidity again. You can hope you understand. Then goes up, sweep the top liquidity, sweep the trend line liquidity again. So price moves with liquidity. That's one thing you should understand. Before taking an entry, if there's no liquidity for price to sweep, you know that your entry is not going to be valid. For this video not to be very long, I'll need to stop here and continue maybe on the next video. If there's anything you are finding difficult to understand, you can drop it on the comment section and I'll simplify it on our next video. Thank you guys for watching. Do well to subscribe so you get notified on important videos and some things you need to understand on the chat. Thank you guys for watching.